With the new Doom and Destruction subline recently revealed, giving us a brand new Prime style breakdown, I think that there's no better time to have a brief look at his co-conspirator slash husband from Prime that dropped a little while back, Legacy Prime Universe Knockout. So the sculpted detail on this guy looks great, but the proportions, the body type of this mold doesn't really reflect Prime Knockout's appearance very closely, seeing as this figure is a retool of 86 Jazz, which is a much blockier and bulkier design. Because of this, the design loses an element of its iconic flair from the show. Looking past those proportions though, the overall detail work on the newly resculpted chest looks great, very indicative of his vehicle bumper in Prime, and the head sculpt is really great, looking pretty spot on to the animation model aside from its lack of a nose guard. The colours here are what really bring this guy to life. The shade of red is gorgeous and deep, and paired alongside the dark grey it makes for a very dramatic colour scheme. The painted detail is on another level though. The variated shades of silver used on the chest grille to provide depth looks fantastic, and the painted red is some of the most impressive colour matching I have ever seen. The accessories here are bad, really bad. He comes with this knobbly staff which isn't reminiscent to the show design in the slightest and doesn't look great in my opinion either, but it has problems far beyond the look. The clear head of the staff affixes using a 5mm port with an open side. This leaves it incredibly loose and floppy to a ridiculous extreme, and to make matters worse, the cutout is to facilitate a nub on the body of the staff that leaves the peg at the top basically unusable. These factors would be bad enough, but you also can't hold the damn thing due to his lack in wrist articulation. The accessory is among the worst that I've ever owned, and the only accessory I choose to display this guy with is from another figure. Articulation on this guy isn't great either. The Jazz mold always had decent posability, but nothing overly special, mostly saved by the huge chunky feet, giving the mold a good base to stand on. But Knockout has criminally unstable feet that make it difficult for him to hold the most basic poses, and the stubby arms and limited hips don't exactly help this guy get into dynamic poses. Transformation on this guy is kinda stressful in a way. An awful lot of the tabs hook into place and you have to flex the plastic attached to clear hinges, which is not fun at all. At least the clear plastic is reasonably thick and sturdy. Vehicle mode is this figure's best mode though. It is clear here why the Jazz mold was used as a base for this, because the proportions of the alt mode are on point. I love the highly detailed tail lights and the sculpted ridges in the rear window. The vented details on the hood of the car are really nice, and the deco is immaculate, with the mustard gold hubcaps and the gradiented design on the side of the car. The alt mode is a really fantastic representation of Prime Knockout, but the robot mode problems are unfortunately just too bad to ignore. And with just how detached this design feels from the rest of the character, I'm not sure I'd recommend this figure unless you're really sure this design works for you.